Hello everyone, it's Emily. Today I'm going over a nice long segment that you can do following any workout, but especially a barre class. You will just need your yoga mat and that's it. Stretching is such an important part of any workout or exercise regimen, so I hope you'll join me today and enjoy. When you're ready, you can come onto your stomach. We often end a class or a workout with core, so we'll already be on that mat. Let's start off with a quadricep stretch. So knees come closer together if possible. One heel up towards your glute. For a slightly deeper stretch, gently push your hips into the mat. You should feel a big stretch in the front of your leg or thigh. Again, stretching our quadriceps here. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel that body relax. Make sure to switch legs as well. Other heel comes up towards your glute. Not pulling too much on that leg, but just supporting it as it stretches. One final breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, sigh. Releasing your foot, hands planting near your chest, or you can plant your elbows down, moving into a Cobra position. So just gently pressing the floor away from you, lifting your chest up a few inches at a time, and then relaxing your body down towards the mat. Again, you can have your forearms planted on the ground and do the similar Cobra motion. It's totally up to you and your range of motion and what feels comfortable for your shoulders and lower back. One final deep breath, lift as you come tall. Exhale, hold that position. I invite you to look over each shoulder and see how that feels for your back. And then lowering yourself down towards the ground, pushing the ground away from you, sitting those hips back into a child's pose. Toes come together in the middle, knees come out wide, arms are far away from you but pushing into the mat so that your hips can sink back. You can rotate your torso so each shoulder comes towards the ground as well. When you're ready, you can transition into a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Your wrists are coming under your shoulders, knees coming under your hips. Planting both palms and all 10 fingers into the floor, we look up towards the sky, drop our belly towards the floor, and then curl our chin in towards our chest, moving back and forth between our cat and cow position. When we curl our chin towards our chest, our tailbone points down towards the ground and you push the mat away from you. Then you inhale as you look up towards the sky. Feel free to add any other movements that feel intuitive for your body here. When you're ready, find a neutral position in your tabletop position and then extend one leg back. The other leg might come slightly in towards the center, just a little bit to help you balance. We're shifting forward and backwards on the extended leg to stretch out our calves. Make sure to do both sides of this stretch. I encourage you to move quite slowly and deliberately through this stretch, avoiding a bouncing motion. And then coming up into a plank position, pushing the ground away from you, lifting our hips up towards the sky, pedaling out our heels here in our downward facing dog position. Shoulders come out of our ears to encourage good posture. Biceps slightly rotate to face each other, and again pressing in both palms and all 10 fingers. Feet coming together slightly, lifting up one leg up high if you like, driving that knee in towards your chest. Your knee finds your wrist and your ankle finds your other wrist, coming into a pigeon pose. This is a big stretch for our glutes. You can stay up tall, and if you prefer, you can come down onto your forearms. Come into this pose gently. If you feel uncomfortable here, feel free to come out of the position. I invite you to remain in this position if you like and take a few deep breaths again in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let it go, relaxing into this position. Walking our hands towards our knees, lifting that chest up, back toe tucks under. You shift your weight forward and come back to a plank position. If you like, lifting up that other leg into our downward facing dog and coming into our pigeon pose on the other side. There goes my cat Kai. He's not joining us for our stretching today. And if you have a yoga block, pillow, or towel that you use for stretching sequences, this is a good opportunity to use that equipment and place it under your glute to support that hip more. At the end of the day, the goal in our pigeon pose is to have our shin parallel to the front of the mat. This takes lots of practice though, so don't be discouraged if you're not quite there yet. When you're ready, walk your hands closer to your legs, toe tucks under as you find a plank, and lifting those hips up into our final downward facing dog. Feel free to add any knee bends or extra movements here. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring one foot on the outside of those hands. You can widen up the stance of your feet as well. The hand that's close to your foot is going to rotate towards your foot as you lift up towards the sky, and then the hand comes back on the ground. Good. Inhale and exhale as you move through this motion. This is a big spinal twist here. You should feel a stretch in your hip flexors too. Let's make sure we do the other side. So coming into a plank, and then our other foot comes on the outside of our hands. Wrists are still under those shoulders though, so our feet are nice and wide, supporting us. The hand close to our foot reaches up towards the sky. You inhale as you lift and let it go. Good. When you're ready, you're transitioning to a seated position. Move slowly and feel free to get to that position however you like. Sitting up nice and tall. Feet come out wide as you lengthen that spine. Turn your chest towards one leg and then slowly lean forwards. This is a big hamstring stretch in the back of our leg. Just give into this stretch and then walk your hands in towards the center. Deep breath in and out. Finally, walk your hands over to the other leg. Hands come back into the middle for a moment, and then walking those hands towards your body to gently lift your chest up. Great. Transitioning to a seated butterfly position. Heels can come to touch. The distance of your heels towards your torso depends on each person's flexibility, so don't worry if your distance is different than mine. Just opening up those hips for a moment, fluttering those legs if you like. And for a deeper stretch, you can gently apply pressure on the inside of your leg, pushing slightly downwards. One final deep breath in and out, and then come into a traditional crisscross position. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears, fingertips tented on the ground next to you, sitting up tall. One arm comes up towards the sky and over to one side. Deep breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Come over to the other side. Fingertips tented on the floor, shoulder down out of your ear, reach up overhead and to the side, stretching out the other side of your body. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring it back into the center. One big breath in, let it go. One final deep breath in, huge exhale, sigh. You are all done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Emily. I hope you enjoyed our time together as either a standalone stretching segment or after your workout. Make sure to check out our bar sequences and other fitness modality related videos.